Hello and welcome to my studio. I'm Kristen Stone. In today's video lesson, I'm going to show you how to paint two barrel cactus. If you haven't already done so, please take a minute to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. To draw these cactus, you want to make two circles. So you're going to make a circle like this, and then another circle of another cactus behind the main cactus. Excuse me, and then within the circle, you're going to make another circle like this, and this is going to be the top part of the cactus where you see the little yellow flowers coming out. And then the sides of the cactuses have these ribs. Some people call these pumpkin cactus, and I think it's because of these ribs and because they're so round. So the ribs go like that. And that's all there is to the drawing, except if you want to draw some of the little thorns coming out, you can draw those very loosely. So very simple drawing. You can also add some texture by putting in some thorns at the top. On the back of my cards, I usually write a title for the painting, and then I say a hand-painted watercolor card by Kristen Stone. So I'll finish writing that later. So I'm going to paint this with 6 colors. These are tubes of Rembrandt paint. I have Azo Yellow Light, Azo Yellow Deep. These are both cadmium substitutes, and they're more transparent than cadmium. This is Permanent Red Violet, Perylene Red, French Ultramarine, and Turquoise. This is my favorite 6-color palette. So when you're painting something very simple, you want to think about really making sure that your colors don't mix too much, and you'll be able to create a lot of dimension in your painting if you keep your colors separated. So I'm going to start with Azo Yellow Deep at the top, and I'm going to fill in the top circle of each of the cactus. Then I'm going to add Azo Yellow Deep, and I'm going to let that mix a little bit right at the bottom. But I want a nice separation between my brighter yellow and this more warm orange yellow. I'm going to bring some of this yellow down along the ribs because the color of the cactus thorns is yellow, and I'm also going to put some of the yellow around the outside of the barrel cactuses because the thorns stick out and give them kind of a yellow halo. So bringing the yellow down through the ribs like this. Next, I'm going to add the green. So I'm going to mix turquoise. Oops, I think I want to mix turquoise with just Azo Yellow Light. I want a nice, bright, pretty green. Okay, so I'm going to use that color. I'm going to go down the center of the ribs. Like this, inside of each one. And then at the bottom, I'm going to mix French Ultramarine and Permanent Red Violet. And I'm going to make a nice shadow. I think I'll mix a little Perylene Red in there as well. Nice shadow at the bottom. And notice how I'm not pulling my colors straight across. I want to create a nice, interesting edge at the bottom. So I pulled my brush down and over and down here. I'm also going to add some Permanent Red Violet to the base of each cactus to make them look more three-dimensional. And I'm pulling that permanent red violet up into the green. I'm going to add some red. And bring some of that red right up into the yellow. And the last thing I'm going to do is add a little extra stroke of ultramarine blue and permanent red violet, just to give a little extra dark stroke to the bottom. And still one more thing, I'm going to add a little more turquoise to my green at the bottom. So this way it's more of a bluish green at the bottom, fading to a more yellow green. Yeah, and still a little more yellow up here, a little more yellowy green. Just want to emphasize those bright colors. There, barrel cactus, California barrel cactus. Thanks for watching.